Well, hey, what's up, guys? Happy MLK Day. Happy Monday to you. Today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and it is fitting that we have a quote on wisdom from the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. himself. And here is what he says: 10,000 fools proclaim themselves into obscurity, while one wise man forgets himself into immortality. 10,000 fools proclaim themselves into obscurity, while one wise man forgets himself into immortality. I think this is super relevant. I think it's, we talked a little bit about kind of like social media this month, even, and how it's so easy to just like spout off an opinion or something and lose sight of it. But, kind of the message of today's quote is that it's easy for a foolish person to just bark and shout and yell. And what they end up doing is actually moving themselves into obscurity. The longer or the louder you keep talking, the more or the easier it is for people to just ignore and kind of move on from that. But a wise person just stays humble, does the work, stays quiet. And that is the type of stuff that ends up lasting forever. That's legacy. That's the type of stuff that leaves an impact that goes way beyond the momentary or the temporal. And I think it's just fitting with Dr. King's life. Of course, we're living in a time where there's all sorts of, racial kind of reckoning, kind of a re-reckoning, if you will. And, there's a lot of voices on both sides of different things. And, I tend to be a voice that's going to fight for justice and fight for equality and speak up for the marginalized. And it's because of Dr. King's impact. It's because of the way he lived his life. It's because of the influence that he's had on the generations that followed after him. And I am, honored to be able to do this devotion and use a quote to share with you guys. But beyond kind of like that message of justice, I think there's just wisdom in saying, you know what? Rather than jumping the gun and trying to, offer my opinion, let me listen, let me hear, let me understand, let me try to work at something versus just tell people to do something. Whenever we do that, not only are we applying wisdom, but we're doing something that's going to honor the way of Christ and honor other people alongside of that. So I hope you have a great day. Take some time to reflect on Dr. King's words, both the ones found here in our devotional, as well as others that you may come across online. And take them to heart, live them out, and let's make a difference together. We'll see you guys tomorrow.